Oh, yeah, here we are. It is Thursday, Patrick and the people, and I'm going to tell you what, apparently some people are...
Yeah, man, for all this talk about, being afraid of a paintball shot, it looks like outside of Sorsby, who was here.
Sorsby did show up to take the paintball, but...
it's like everybody else chickened out, man. I brought the tortillas, and...
They got scared, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, buddy.
Just can't hang, man.
What's going on here?
What's up?
Well,
It's
I'm
Thursday,
trying
man.
to figure out what happened with all these folks, man.
I don't know. I haven't heard from Bundy.
No, you hadn't?
Yeah, I haven't heard from him.
Oh, okay.
Tactical tried to come up with some excuse and say something happened out on his
did
farm.
something happen on the farm?
I think he's in his feelings.
What, did his mower, blade need to be sharpened or something?
Probably something.
Yeah.
He tried to get into a rap battle with me yesterday, and it didn't pan out well for him.
Oh, no. So you think maybe he's just licking his wounds at home?
Probably.
He just probably couldn't handle the heat
Probably not,
after
man.
taking a beat down in the chat.
I went hard after him, I mean, you fired a shot, man. I had to reply.
You had to serve
I
it
couldn't
up.
just take it, man,
Yeah, I was listening to some of that stuff. You guys were going at it pretty hard there.
Man, it was good. I'm
we're
still
having a good
jamming
time.
some of the beats.
Yeah, no, it's weird when you find yourself listening to your own shit driving down the road, bobbing your head, going, "Yeah, I like this, man. It's all right. It's a lot of fun." Big thanks to the Looney Bin last night, man, and the crowd that came out. What a great crowd, man! It was. They were filming for the World Series of Comedy last night. And it was great, man. It was so good, and just had a blast over there, and had a great set. Did my thing, and so it was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
It was a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Little doggy said Rockwell probably did that. Yeah, no, apparently he did. I'm guessing somebody's looking in the door there.
Let me see.
Maybe this is one of your people actually showing up, man.
right.
Hold on, everybody.
What up, bro?
Oh, what up?
Hey, see?
Oh, okay. Somebody got that. Shut that door and come on in, man. Let him sit down right there, man. What's going on, Logan? How you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How you doing?
Man, I'm good.
Let's get set up here, man. How you doing?
Yeah, man.
So, as you know, I was supposed to take a wrestling chop as my punishment.
Yeah.
So,
Well, good.
I decided to help y'all out some because I didn't know if Bundy was going to really be able to
Right.
deliver the wrestling chop. So, I reached out to Logan and I said, "Hey, man, you wanna come on the show and give the announcer a wrestling chop?" And he was
good.
like,
So-
"Yes, sir, I do."
I like this because the good news is at least one person will get pain today.
All right.
That's you.
Absolutely. So, see,
Yeah.
I show up and actually
Yeah.
deliver what's
Yeah.
promised.
No, that's great. That's great. So now, Logan, it's very critical that this be a significant chop, not some light featherweight type
it's
stuff.
not going to be.
I need man stuff going on here today.
All right.
All right, I got you.
Yeah. Now, for the uninitiated, as you can see by the rather large belt there, Logan is quite the champion. What belt are you holding now?
I am the first ever and only ever two-time unified Northeast Arkansas open weight champion of TNR and Wrestling with Pride.
Oh, wow. So you got a double.
Yeah, this is
double.
my second time with the championship.
Okay, wow, man. That's all right. You're racking them up. You're
Yeah.
You're going to be like John Cena in no time.
15 more to go.
Yeah, just 15 more. That's it. Just 15 more.
I will tell you, though, the craziest thing, remember back at Arkin Brawl?
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know, I can't remember if I told this on air or not, but Logan came out, his opponent didn't make it that night, and so he laid out an open challenge
Oh, yeah.
for the championship. And, man, this
The
female fan in the crowd, stood right up and
She
got in the
wanted to
ring, and
scrap
she was
Logan.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
I think that would have been great. I think you should have let her. I'm pretty sure that one clothesline would have done it.
yeah, probably. More than likely it would have done it.
I don't think she was getting up from one good clothesline.
No.
The Irish whip right into a clothesline. Boom, done.
Done.
Over. Yeah, just take a nap, lady.
Doggy says they need a full handprint embossed at least 1/8 of an inch on my chest.
Yeah. No, we're going to have to do something to make up for the other two who didn't arrive today as agreed upon. Well, Sorsby did.
Right,
But
yeah.
Turkey and Bundy have not made it. Yeah. So,
Bundy was afraid of that tortilla smoke, man.
Yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't think the
great value,
tortilla
man.
slat would be
That
too
big of a
bad.
deal. Hey, man,
But sometimes people are just pain averse, right? All right, let's get into some news you can use, and then we'll come back around to how we're going to address this and
All right.
get this all handled this morning. So let's go here. Popular weight loss drugs may lower the risk of dementia and stroke. A couple of new research papers published suggest patients with type 2 diabetes and obesity who are taking semaglutide or tirzepatide, I'm saying that wrong, tirzepatide, showed a lower risk of developing certain diseases compared to those taking other medications. So they analyzed it over 7 years, 60,000 adults, and patients older than 60, those with a body mass index of 30 to 40. So they do say more clinical trials, but it may beat dementia and stroke is what they're saying. So that's good.
Wow.
Of course, I've also heard that the semaglutides could cause other problems with your body. So I don't know.
Is the trade-off worth it?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. We talked about this Wimbledon period stain moment, and her normalizing it has landed Brooks Nader an endorsement deal. She took to Instagram yesterday for a collab with Kotex, saying she's getting ready for a major award show and wants to be sure to avoid any fashion faux pas. So you may remember we talked about she had a leakage and decided to show the world and tell them about it.
Oh, yeah. That's where,
Now she gets, of course, she gets a commercial, right?
Of course.
We don't say,
Remember,
hey,
we said we were going to come out with a new, line of clothing.
yeah,
and
no, I
everything.
mean, it's, we were ahead of our time already.
Yep.
Yeah, we should have launched that clothing line.
That day.
No, right away. It would have been brilliant. Would have worked. Let's see what we got otherwise here. Nah, you don't care about that. Nah, you don't care about that. Okay, here. You might care about this. 4 law enforcement officials and a businessman in Louisiana charged in a long-running scheme to create fake police reports so immigrants could illegally obtain visas.
What?
Yeah, from late 2015 to as late as this month, a local businessman recruited immigrants seeking visas, paid the officers $5,000 for each fabricated armed robbery report. They said hundreds of these fake reports were filed. A grand jury returned a 62-count indictment. Federal agents executed arrest and raid, including at the police chief's homes and hotel rooms. Yeah, that's not good.
So wait, how? What, because he filed a police report against them, then they became citizens so they could get, have the day
let's
in
see.
court?
Immigrants with contact or another. Hold on.
I stumped him this morning.
Yeah, saying they'd been victims of armed robbery. Law enforcement would provide certification and attestation of documents needed. Police officials were paid for each name they provided in the falsified report. There were hundreds of names listed on the reports. It said it created an appearance of unusual concentration of armed robbery of people who were not from Louisiana. In fact, the armed robberies never took place,
Right.
of course.
Right.
So he just,
Somehow, some way, that all tied into what was going on. I don't exactly understand it. It's too long of a story. But,
right. Well,
but
it sounds like,
crazy.
yeah, it sounds like what he did was brought him over and then filed a police report that they robbed him. And then I guess that in turn gave him a visa of some sort so they could be charged, and then just drop the charges.
I don't know, maybe.
And then, I don't know.
Something.
Maybe.
I'm not exactly sure, but
Cool
President,
story.
thanks, man. The President said during a private meeting this week he was considering firing Fed Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, unhappy that he hadn't cut interest rates. But he claimed he could justify the dismissal over a costly $2.5 billion Fed building renovation. Stocks fell briefly, but then recovered after his clarification because he said, yeah, I'm probably not going to fire him. I wish he would fire him. I wish he would. This guy's terrible.
Yeah.
He's terrible. We should already have rates dropped at least 1%, if not 1.5%, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's holding up the mortgage market. He's holding up everything, man. It really impacts the economy. So I don't like him. I don't like the way he does things. I think he just wants to, a lot of people want to get 47. I get it. They don't like him.
Right.
They want to stop him. I understand. But I don't like all this.
Kind of dragging in the mud to sandbag him a bit.
I think that's exactly what's happening
Gotcha.
here. I think that's exactly what's happening here. Let's see. Maureen Comey, the daughter of ex-FBI Director James Comey, fired from her role as a top prosecutor in Manhattan, where she led high-profile cases against Ghislaine Maxwell and Diddy. The Justice Department offered no official reason, just saying, "Hey, we can fire her because we want to." Yeah, that's the way the world works, man. And you're James Comey's daughter, the ex-FBI chief, who they just had more documents come out showing meetings prior to the first administration of Trump, where they were setting up the Russia hoax and all that. So there's a lot of controversy about that right now.
You ready for the whistleblower interview to come out?
Yeah, there's everybody's a whistleblower. You're a whistleblower. All right. The president said he's convinced Coca-Cola to use real cane sugar to switch from high fructose corn syrup to real cane sugar. Actually, that would be better. They use cane sugar in Mexico and the UK, and so
Can you
the
just make them
fructose
go back to their original recipe?
with the coca leaf in it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that was a real uplift. It's a real nice beverage. Nobody cared about coffee then. I'll tell you that. Coffee, what the is that? Give me another Coke, son. It's still like that these days, really. All right. 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck off Alaska's Aleutian Islands. It was yesterday around lunch. Prompted a tsunami warning. No tsunami happened. What else is going on?
I watched my very first episode ever of Big Brother yesterday, man.
Yeah, I know it was painful because you were watching episode 1, right?
Yeah, dude, you lost me.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, I tried, man. I gave it 5 minutes in. I was ready to punch people in the face.
I told you. You got to wait just, to the third week. It's only like 6 episodes of struggle.
Yeah.
Because you got to meet the cast and understand what's going on.
It's a struggle, though, man.
Yeah, you're supposed to have strong feelings about it.
No, it's just so boring.
Oh, well, the first couple, when you're just meeting everybody, it is.
Yeah.
But once it gets into the meat of it, it gets real messy.
Because, dude, my ADHD kicked in, and I didn't know what. I started looking at my phone, and
doing it.
Well, that's what I did, and then the game was more interesting, and then I looked back, and I was like, I have no idea what's going on.
Just stay with it, so you know who the characters are. It's going to get there. You're kind of like Laura is.
Yeah.
Laura, the first few episodes, I get aggravated with her too because she's doing the same thing you are. She's like, these first few I don't really care as much about.
Yeah.
She just wants to get right into the drama of it because once it gets into the drama, it gets real messy.
I mean,
backbiting, conniving, lying,
maybe
all that business.
I don't know. It was like, and again, I've never seen.
They're a bunch of soft ass people, though, aren't they?
Oh, dude. Oh my goodness. And then they mixed in the games with it, and they had to go after this whatever box with the diamonds. It's like the all-powerful Big Brother totem thing or whatever.
Yeah, for this season it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what
it changes up. They change it up every season.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. They were having to rescue, and I was like, oh, this is like Legends of the whatever old kid game show.
Like some Zelda shit or something.
Yeah, dude. It was just weird. It wasn't my thing.
Okay.
But I'll try. I'm gonna try and give it a shot.
All right. Well,
just so I know what in the world you're talking about.
If you get into week 3, you'll not quit watching it.
Okay.
All right. Last month, this is a bad and good story, but 15-year-old Summer Hinote was attacked by a 10-foot gator swimming in Pond Creek, Florida. The Walton County Sheriff's Office said the gator bit her leg, dragged her underwater. The quick-thinking teen started punching the gator in the head, which caused it to briefly let go before grabbing her again. She said she felt the animal brush against her just before it attacked. She managed to escape, run out of the water after the gator loosened its grip. With help from a friend, she got to safety. Hospitalized, severe leg injuries, but her leg didn't need to be amputated. A photo after the incident showed her recovering in the hospital. So, man, talk about barely getting out there.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, a 10-foot gator, come on, man. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
First of all, why are you swimming anywhere in Florida that's not a pool? I'm not getting in any water in Florida. Maybe it's
even a pool.
Yeah, even a pool is not safe.
No, you might be right. I'm going to look in the pool at least. I can see in it.
Yeah.
The ocean, I might to some extent, but I'm only going so far. Man, everything wants to kill you, man. I don't want that. Here you go. Here's another good story for you. After losing a leg due to complications from diabetes, Dwight King of Conway, South Carolina, became homeless when the restaurant where he worked closed. He didn't have insurance, couldn't afford a prosthetic, started asking for help outside a grocery store. Despite the hardship, he said he appreciates people acknowledging and speaking to him. After being struck by a drunk driver, his electric wheelchair was destroyed and his other leg was injured along the highway. So somebody stopped to talk with him, and the two shared a meal and a conversation. But moved by the story, he reached out to the family of a friend, and the guy used to make prosthetics, and they arranged for King to be fitted with a new prosthetic leg. So I guess that worked out pretty good in the end.
Yeah.
But how bad is it as a drunk driver when you hit someone in a wheelchair, bro? I mean, that's tough, man. It's bad enough to hit anybody, but someone in a wheelchair.
In the wheelchair, right.
Yeah, when you get sober, you got to go, man, I'm a real piece of shit. You know what I mean? So, I
Or
don't
just
know.
look at it and go, man, points deducted. Like,
Guitarist and singer Tobias Forge says Ghost's rule to keep phones away during their tour has made things much better. Fans like their phones in yonder pouches before each show, and said this phone-free setup has helped the band feel more connected. He was talking about it, said in Birmingham on July 4th, that walking off stage the first night felt like a life changer. Even though managers were nervous about it, he insists it's worth it. He says no phones helps everyone enjoy the moment, get more energy from fans, and make concerts feel good. I understand that. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a
Yeah.
phone world, but, you know, Kevin Hart did that, and I think he still does when he performs stand-up. Because as a stand-up, you don't want your new material getting out until you want it out.
right,
Right.
right.
You know, and so he had a rule where you had to put your phones in those pouches or whatever. You couldn't use them. And I don't think it's a bad idea.
No,
Everybody wants to live through their phone. Hey, how about you're at a concert?
right. Just put it
Why don't
down
you
and
watch
enjoy
the
the.
damn concert.
But then how are you going to
Yeah.
remember it?
Yeah, I know, right? How can I remember it?
When you wake up the next day and you go on your Facebook, you're not going to be able to
Yeah.
remember you were at the concert.
That's right. No.
I mean, when I went to Lincoln Park for the first time out in Dallas, I recorded it on my phone, but I never shared it out. I just kept
Yeah.
it for my own memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have shared it. Last weekend, Canadian tourist John Goodwin made what he thought might have been the find of a lifetime. He was roaming the grounds near King Arthur's castle. He discovered something resembling a unicorn skull and took it. Two problems with it. First, it was a well-crafted horse skull that had a cow horn attached to it. Second, the find was made on a site of special scientific interest, and anyone caught removing an item there can be hit with a fine. So before flying home, he traded the skull for beer at a pub. The manager said he was happy to return it to the rightful owners because it was freaking him out. God. I sent this to Matt Orton this morning.
Oh, yeah?
A group of campers in Arizona filed an official report with the Bigfoot Field Researcher Organization after what they claim was a sighting. Seems the family was on the hunt for a missing member of the group named Janelle. During their search, a woman named Amber said she and her family had an up-close and personal encounter. The Bigfoot sighting happened at a place called Edge of the Wood near Sedona. Amber said the creature is about 7 feet tall, about 400 pounds, really wide body and shoulders, matted white and brown fur, flat, leathery, hairless face. Technically, could also be someone from the WWE. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, that was wrong.
They're firing off in comments this morning.
Yeah, what about?
Yeah. They said, so little doggy said, I'm looking at this wrestler, Logan,
Yeah.
and just an observation. He said he can see how much he likes me. He's questioning his commitment to this child.
Oh no! Don't question Logan's commitment. I know this cat, and he's committed. He will deliver.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
promise
will.
you. You will hear it and feel it through the camera. A mom in the UK said she's been called an abuser and questioned by social services because her baby is so much larger than average. Little Archie, born at a normal weight but started gaining weight fast and hit 23 pounds by 6 months.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they've checked him for health problems. They haven't found anything wrong. Or maybe he's just a big-ass kid.
I mean,
Yeah.
Maybe he's going to be in the NFL or something. I
Right.
don't know. I mean, come on. Economists sometimes watch men's underwear sales to predict changes in the economy. The idea is when money gets tight, men skip buying new underwear since it's not something anyone else can see. The idea was first talked about by former Federal Reserve Chair Alan Greenspan. That's a funny bellwether to look at.
It's not wrong, though.
No, it's really not.
Because, yeah.
I find it funny now that they have these new reversible underwear, so that I guess if you want to wear them more than one day, you just flip them inside out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it made me laugh. I'm like, so now you're going to put the tiger stripe on your jeans?
Right, yeah.
No, it's a good idea. Go ahead and put that right on there. Paste them up, man. A new study finds that trained dogs can smell Parkinson's disease in people with 90% accuracy. The research done in China used dogs that sniffed skin swabs taken from patients with Parkinson's and healthy people. Dogs were able to tell the difference in 90% of the cases. They've already been trained to sniff out other illnesses like cancer and COVID, so it's not the first time they've shown skill in medical detection. So if your dog keeps sniffing you, maybe there's a reason.
Right.
Maybe you're dying. Maybe they're not just sniffing
This is why dogs are so much better than cats, man.
Why is that?
Well, because they can now sniff Parkinson's, man.
Your cat can sniff it. It's just going to wait for you to die so it can eat.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The dog at least lets you know, man.
No, the cat's like, oh, yeah. Fall down, man. Fall down. 3 people were arrested after a pregnant woman reported she was threatened during an argument over a man. 2 women, Clarissa Mosser and Maggie Denham, and a man, Chaz Suarez. Well, now that's a name. Allegedly held her in a home in West Virginia. Well, I mean, that's just a regular weekend. Denham wore brass knuckles with a blade, while Mosser had pink camo, a 9mm, and 3 rounds. Suarez also pointed a firearm. The trio wouldn't let the woman leave or call police, warning they'd shoot her. After she revealed she was pregnant, they paused, but still wouldn't let her go till she took a pregnancy test. They later found the weapons and arrested all of them. Mosser and Denham faced charges, all kinds of charges, and apparently Suarez faces multiple charges, including robbery. Love, you know?
Wow.
And, oh no, I'm definitely saving that one, sorry. Let's get to a little sports here. If it were legal to put bets on a street brawl, hard to imagine who would bet against Shaq in a fight against RG3. Yesterday, Shaq called out RG3 after the ex-quarterback reposted a, quote, racist monkey post on X directed at Angel Reese. While RG3 did comment on the unacceptable nature of these kinds of posts, the fact he shared it and thereby expanded the audience is what Shaq took issue with. He point blank said in his podcast that if he puts up another monkey post about Reese, he would punch him in the effing face. Shaq's also been personally advising Reese to not respond or give credence to things like this. Yeah, you don't want to piss off Shaq. That's a guy you just don't want to make mad.
No.
Right, yeah.
That's a mountain of a man right there. Jesus. MLB All-Star. During Tuesday night's All-Star game, the ABS Challenge system made its debut on the major league level. Hopefully, it's going to become a permanent part of the game sooner rather than later. The first use of the technology came at the bottom of the first inning when a pitch from Skubal was called a ball, then changed to a strike after a challenge. The goal shouldn't be to go completely automated because umpires are part of the game, but it says nothing wrong with making egregious errors be corrected and force umpires to be better at their jobs. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. And then I want to end on this because I think this is great. This is something really cool for us here. Sunday night kicked off the first 3 rounds of the MLB draft. Many Razorbacks were projected selections in the first round, but 4? Yeah, that's the first time it's ever happened.
Wow.
The Hogs tied Tennessee with 4 first-round draft picks each. The first Hog off the board, right-handed pitcher Gage Wood. He was taken 26 by the Phillies. Next was infielder Waiha Loy, selected 31 by the Orioles. The Dodgers held back-to-back selections at 40 and 41 and chose back-to-back Hogs. Left-handed pitcher Zach Root was drafted 40th, while outfielder Charles Davalon was selected 41st. Wood, a Batesville native, made 10 starts on the mound this year and went 4-1 with a 3.82 ERA and 37.2 innings, recorded 69 strikeouts and only walked 7 batters, all season. He limited opposing hitters to a .194 batting average and logged 2 quality starts on the year, highlighted by his 19 strikeout no-hitter against Murray State in the College World Series. So that's pretty awesome to have 4 Razorbacks drafted in the first round of the MLB. I mean, I think that's fantastic, man. What a great team that we've had. All right, let's take a break. We will be right back with something. Maybe.
Space you style, a certain eloquence. The mass is drawn in like a magnet, seducing a room with no need to convince, finding themselves warm deep in your pocket. If it's story painting, you're the Picasso. Every stroke is you in full color. Look on stage, it's the maestro. But what about when the show's over? When it's over, when the gallery closes and the audience leaves, and the only people left are just you and me. What happens when they figure out that all they've really seen is a collection of your forgeries? The finest brushes are proudly displayed, the best canvas and solid oak frames, like a studio in the heart of Marseille, the vibrant colors of a con game, showing off your truest talent by painting me in this corner. The canvas isn't even dry, but they all see you as a mourner. Oh, in mourning, when the gallery closes and the audience leaves, and the only people left are just you and me. What happens when they figure out that all they've really seen is a collection of your forgeries? Of your forgeries. The tour of our friends is almost complete. Your paintings hang on their walls. Wonder when they find out the cheat, if they'll regret that investment at all. Are they gonna regret it? Are they gonna regret it? They're definitely gonna regret it. When the gallery closes and the audience leaves, and the only people left are just you and me. What happens when they figure out that all they've really seen is a collection? Is a collection of your forgeries.
Oh, it's about to get real exciting around here, isn't it?
Look, he's getting ready. He's getting the shoulder all set.
It's time. We have delayed and delayed and delayed. Now, Logan, before we do this again, tell everyone, how long you've been doing what you do and who you are in wrestling.
My name is Lightning Logan Lott. I have been a professional wrestler for 3 years now. Started in January of 2022. To my name, I've had 6 championships. It's on the back of my most recent tee. I'm not going to try to list them all off.
Right. You don't want to. You're humble. I get it, man.
Some of the most notable, of course, 2 times with this. I've had a United States championship, a couple of tag titles. I got the honor and the privilege of facing Quincy Elliott at Wrestling with Pride for the Wrestling with Pride Tag Team Champions. If people who don't know that name, Quincy is a former WWE NXT superstar.
Oh.
So that was an honor to face them.
So, my understanding is that amongst the crowd and the wrestlers, you're known for A, being fast, thus the Lightning name.
Yes.
But B, I think more people talk about the strength of your connections when you connect with them. That is pretty hard.
Yeah.
Which is why he was chosen to Dude, you're right in the PATP logo. I'm glad you brought that target for him right there. Make it easy for him to find.
I'll do my best not to take a nipple off.
Oh,
Yeah,
jeez.
no, this is great, man. This is fantastic. You look like you're a little anxious.
I am, man. I'm, yeah.
What?
It's.
What? You've been talking shit, man. Come on, man.
I haven't
you
been
thought
talking-
You got out of something because there's no paintball shop, but all of a sudden Logan's here, and I was. I sound like the Cheeto guy.
Can I get another mulligan or something, man?
No, there's no mulligans today. Logan showed up to do the job, and he's going to get the job done, son.
But see,
I know, man. I know. So get your ass up and take this paint.
Jeez.
Yeah. Now make sure.
You know what? I'm gonna take the paintball today, man.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Logan, now make sure you size it up real good and target it right. Now let me make sure. Hold
Don't
on.
I get a pass by default?
Here, let's
since
see.
two
Maybe
out
I
of three
should.
people aren't here?
Hold on. Let me see if I change something.
Where do you want me to stand?
Okay, hold on. Now let me make this change right here. Okay. Oh yeah, hold on. We're gonna do. Now that's not. Now, hold on. I got to figure out an angle that's gonna work. So bear with me for a second here. Oh shit! I'm turning the other camera.
No bear skin. They want the bear skin. They want me to take the shirt off.
Okay, let me go the other way here. Now we got. Oh yeah. Okay, so.
Y'all don't want to see all that this morning. They said warm up.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta get this.
Yeah, you got it locked in.
Oh, that now look at that. That's pretty good right there.
Oh, this is.
I believe that angle right there is pretty solid for what we want. Don't you think?
I guess so.
Can it? Hold on. Let me just turn the mic over that way. Oh yeah, that way we can hear this real good. I want to hear it really good. Now size it up real good, okay? Don't be giving him no weak stuff, Logan. Oh, son of a bitch! Son of a bitch, that was hard. Oh my God, bless America. Hold on a second. Ooh, man, that was strong right there, bro.
Oh damn! Ow!
Yeah, he took off, man. That was fantastic. Now, see, I appreciate what you did there, my friend. Hey, hold on a second, Brandon, cameraman. Let me get this line back up here. You got me all messed up. Okay.
Stung my hand.
That was a power hit, man. That was fantastic, bro.
I didn't think I was going to put that much juice on it. Sometimes I don't know my own strength.
No, that was awesome. That's exactly what I hoped I would see, man. He should have took the paintball, bro. He should have took the damn paintball. Logan, tell people what match you got coming up. What's next for you guys? You've got a new promotion.
Yes.
That you've launched, right?
Yes, that is August 23rd in Searcy, Arkansas.
Okay.
At the Searcy Carmichael Center.
Keep going. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, the Searcy Carmichael Center. It is called Wrestling for Glory.
Rich is still in there hurting. You can hear him out there.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Yeah, look at the last comment right there from Mistress Mayhem. That says it all, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah, no, little doggy said boss level. Yeah. You survived. See, Rich, you're stronger than you realize. Rich isn't even in here. He might be dead right now.
He's out there hurt.
Yeah. So tell him about this thing going on at the Carmichael Center.
So this is my own promotion. I have happily found a business partner to help me with the business side of things.
Okay.
I used to work for a promotion out in Searcy that helped run the first Ark and Brawl. Unfortunately, with that promotion folding and closing, it kind of left this vacuum of what was left inside Searcy, and it's drawn before. I went to a show called Natural State Wrestling that started, and it drew well. So I fully believe that Searcy is a town that can draw. You good, Rich?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
Dude, there's a handprint over my nipple.
Ow!
Yeah, baby. How's that feel? You should have took the paintball, bro.
Oh man, I think I would have rather
Yeah,
by
no,
now.
I believe your chest collapsed.
I was actually
man.
I was trying not to put too much juice behind
dude,
it.
you laid into that one.
I do apologize if it was too much.
No, don't
No,
apologize.
no, it was great
That's
for everybody
exactly-
else.
That's exactly That little doggy said didn't seem that bad.
Dude, there is literally a handprint on my.
It stung
chest.
my hand.
Yeah, no, I could feel the reverb from over here. I felt, you know how if you see a nuclear bomb, how the hit happens after? I felt a wave, a compression wave.
It was
hit
like
me.
you laid it in and then just
Yeah, as soon as
sat there for
I
a
heard the
second.
smack and then a compression wave hit me, and that's why I went, oh, damn. the Mistress Mayhem wants to see it. Show the chest.
Oh, man. Hang on. We'll, yeah.
Okay. No, listen, he's in pain, y'all. So this promotion is a big night of great fights, a great card.
Yes. And I know I don't have any match cards. I can absolutely send a flyer for you guys to
That's fine. I'll
advertise.
be glad to share it for you.
I do have some matches I can announce going on to that night. I do have, from one of our first matches, I do have Dalton Rain, the perfect Dalton Rain, versus the Juggernaut Carib Lee, versus the Undead Cody Hayes, versus Daddy Shane in a fatal four-way.
Oh, wow. That's an awesome match. That's
On August
always a great
23rd.
match. Yeah, always a great match to have those.
I do have Triple J, one half of the Wrestling with Pride and TNR Tag Team Champions, currently in a match at Wrestling for Glory. His opponent is to be determined still.
What about yourself? Are you going to be in a match?
Not sure yet.
Not sure yet. Okay.
We'll see as the night
Well, I
goes.
understand. You're running the promotion,
Yes.
so it's right
I'd
now.
rather give everyone else the opportunity
I got you.
over myself, because as you see, I have no problem going elsewhere. And
No, I understand.
it's all about giving the people that's coming
Clearly,
in.
Logan's willing to bring the pain anywhere he goes.
Yes.
All right, y'all. I'm fat, but you want to see whatever.
What do
Where do
you?
you want me to
Well, we just walk right up in front of that
Walk there?
camera. See it there now. Just show them what you got there. Now just squatch down so that now get in front. So you can see the
What
camera,
are we?
Rich.
Huh?
Rich, look at the screen up there and
That's
you
what
move
I'm
in front
looking
of
at.
it.
What camera is
Oh,
it?
the
This
cam.
one here?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, see? There you go. Handprint right.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a full-on handprint right there.
Oh,
Yeah,
look, I learned from Ray Ivy, okay?
No,
that explains
That's
it.
great right
Oh,
there.
Jesus.
That's great, man. That's fantastic. You see, there's Bundy. Hey, where you at, Metalhead?
Yeah, he can show up in chat, but he can't show up for his tortilla slap.
That's right. We'll
Hey,
get him.
I respect you for taking that.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you.
he definitely did. This is exciting, though, that you got your own promotion.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
August 23rd, so we're definitely going to have you come back a couple times and
Of
talk
course.
more about it when you have your card developed and everything.
Of course. And one more match. I'm highlighting about 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah.
Rest of them, you have to show up to see what happens.
Okay.
It's a 6. I know it's going to be 6 matches, so I'll give you 3 or 4. The rest you got to show up for. See
Okay.
what happens on the night of. Another one, Talon Katie. He's more known up in kind of the northern part with Gladiator Championship. He's a former Gladiator Championship Wrestling Heavyweight
Okay.
Champion.
Okay.
Former tag team champion for the old Cersei promotion.
Okay.
He will be facing the current Vapors Triple Threat Champion, Jackson Palace.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's a big time match right there. That's great.
And of course, the TNR Women's Champion, Abby Grace, will be facing Maddie Bug Hansen.
Nice. All
That's-
right.
Show,
man,
too.
it sounds very like a really great show, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's
Well, I know Cersei, at least in my experience, can turn out a really nice crowd
yeah.
for good shows. So I think if you do well, promote it well, you'll get a great
Oh, yeah.
audience.
That's absolutely what the goal is, to promote it well. That way we can prove that Cersei is a drawing town and that we can run and eventually move from the once every other month like Vapors does currently to maybe once a month or even weekly.
Yeah, we used to go out and perform comedy at the Cersei PFW, and we always had great success there. We did that for a number of years and always enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Man, it's like residual sting from it, man. It
Oh,
comes in waves.
Yeah, they suck. Imagine if it was Ray doing it, not me.
Oh no. Oh, jeez.
Man, yeah.
That was close. Yeah, that was.
No, you
That was the equivalent.
You'd have spit a lung out if he did it.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
probably, man.
Yeah, no, that's great. Logan, if people want to follow you particularly, how should they do that online?
You can find me at Lightning Logan Light on Facebook and I believe Logan Light Wrestling on Instagram. I do have a YouTube. I should be Logan Light Wrestling. I do have a public playlist where all my matches that are individual gets shared, posted into.
Okay.
My most recent match was at Wrestling with Pride this past weekend, where I defended this and also fought for the TNR and Wrestling with Pride Social Media Championship against Cody Hayes and Josh Cross in a triple threat match. You can find me this weekend in Marmaduke, Arkansas for TNR Championship Wrestling Red, White, and Bruised.
Nice.
Red,
Yes.
white, and bruised. I do like that.
Yes.
That's great.
Benefiting the fire department. I will be in
It's a benefit. Okay.
Yes. I will be defending my championship once again in a fatal four-way against Steven Styles, Tyler Green, and Talon KD.
Nice,
that's gonna
nice,
be a
nice.
good
Well,
matchup, man.
if you can get out and see him, it's Logan Light, everybody. Man, thank you for coming in and doing that.
Thank
I know you
you.
have to go to work today, but
Yes.
we do appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, thanks for coming in and hurting me, man.
let's take a
Last time
quick
I
break,
thank you.
shall we? And we'll be back in just a minute. If you're looking for a vehicle, you know where to go. Fitz Auto is the place to go. Now, you can go online at fitzauto.com, or you can go in person, 8421 Stagecoach Road in Little Rock. What makes them different? What makes them special? Well, they work with you regardless of your credit history because they're their own bank. They don't have to ask anybody else. It's up to them who they work with. And they have late model, low mileage vehicles. They're going to save you money. They're going to put you in something you can be proud of. And it doesn't matter, sports car, truck, SUV, boat, RV, camper, amphibious units. They've got motorcycles, anything you could possibly want on wheels and an engine. They've got it there for you. Check them out, fitzauto.com. Start there, in there. It's where you're going to go because
Just put one in the air, feels like the right train to catch. Now I'm restless, rolling to the good time depot. Head fuzzy, barreling down the old clack tracks. I may look Arkansas, but I sure feel New Mexico. It's the dry heat combined with a wet dream. It's all deep canyons, but shallow thoughts. The joe is bitter, but loaded with cream. Long on stories, but short on plots. Yeah, I'm taking a ride on the party train. The workday grind is in the past. Don't ask me to engage my brain. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. Rolled it up, lit my ticket on fire. Yeah, it burns slow but works so speedy. Wanna eat something healthy right out the deep fryer. You know I love it when you say it so mean. Hey, they say you gotta get up just to get down. Truth be told, you just gotta get right. You don't get in water because you wanna drown. And you gotta let the sun go if you wanna find a night. Yeah, I'm taking a ride on the party train. The workday grind is in the past. Don't ask me to engage my brain. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast. Hey engineer, just a little break so I can jump down but turn up, hit the watering hole so I can partake, add to the fun with a full cup. Can you hear that sound? It's a buzz within another buzz. I'm on my way to getting unwound. The spirit's a partner with my brain fun. Yeah, I'm taking a ride on the party train. The workday grind is in the past. Don't ask me to engage my brain. I'm trying like hell to get to nowhere fast.
All right. How you doing over there?
I'm here, man. It still hurts.
You all right? Yeah, no, I'm sure it does.
It's like
It's going to be a bruise.
yeah,
later.
it's gonna sting, man. For a minute. I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. I was rereading the comments here.
Yeah, no, I saw Mistress Mayhem's. As soon as her comment hit, I was like, "Yep, that's exactly how it felt." When that hit. Yeah, I was like, "Yeah."
I'm not gonna lie, man. I really wasn't even expecting it to
No, not like that.
Ooh,
No,
and he
that-
got me right on
I mean,
it.
right
and-
there.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
no, that looked like. I mean, it sounded rough.
That was just like
You know, that was good times. I appreciated that. Screw the paintball guy. We can do more of that stuff right there, man. I don't want anything to do with that job. First of all, thank you guys for listening and watching. Man, it's amazing. We're seeing people from all over the country starting to tune in more and more, and it's awesome.
yeah.
So,
I wanted to shout out Captain Lomi on stream there. Said love the stream, great stuff all around. So.
yeah, man, that's great, man. Thank you. I appreciate you, Captain, very much. Yeah, it's been awesome seeing all these new folks find the show and starting to discover us. It's really cool. Make sure that everybody does go follow us on YouTube. We're working diligently to get those numbers up. So here's the problem with rock stars getting old and still playing music. Because if you remember, there was a time where rock stars said, "Yeah, I'm done." You all right there?
Yeah, man. it's just-
When rock stars said, "Yeah, no, I'm too old to rock really anymore. I need to go on home," right?
right.
But in the past, 15 years or so, we've started seeing these rockers play well. I mean, look, Mick Jagger's 75?
Right.
He's out there doing it. I mean, a lot of these guys are old
That's why they
and
create
are
like
older.
a shortage of Blue Chew or something.
Well,
Is there still
no, here's the problem with it is this story right here, okay? Because at a certain point, no matter how cool you were, you're not rock and roll anymore,
right.
okay? At a certain age, you're not rock and roll anymore. Now, the classic rock group known as the Steve Miller Band, a lot of people probably know the Steve Miller Band. You know those guys?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Abracadabra. I mean, they have a lot of big time songs, right? I'm a smoker, I'm a joker.
Right.
You know that one, right?
Yeah, that's the famous one.
Yeah, well, that's one of many. I
Right.
mean,
I mean,
they had a lot of great songs, but then you see this and you're like, yeah, you're not rock and roll anymore. Why are you even out there? The classic rock group known as the Steve Miller Band announced they're canceling all remaining dates on their current tour because of climate change. That's right, rock and roll not what it used to be, apparently. The group made an announcement on X. The calamitous weather of recent years has taken many lives, caused billions of dollars of damage, and is changing the climate and economies of countries all over the globe. But the Steve Miller Band's 2025 North America tour may be the first to be canceled due to the ongoing trend of climate change-induced weather disasters. They've canceled 31 dates on their American tour, which was slated to begin August 15th in New York. The band made the announcement, and they had "Fly Like an Eagle," "Jet Airliner," "Take the Money and Run," all these different songs. But here it is. It says, "You make music with your instincts. You live by your instincts. Always trust your instincts." The Steve Miller Band has canceled all upcoming tour dates. The combination of extreme heat, unpredictable flooding, tornadoes, hurricanes, and massive forest fires makes these risks for you, our audience, the band and crew, unacceptable. So you can blame it on the weather. The tour is canceled.
Wow.
Are you kidding me, bro?
oh,
Just say it's hot. Just say you screwed up by
Seriously.
cooking it in summer.
Right.
It's hot. You don't like it. You're 81. I get it. Go home. Sit in the AC. Hit the clicker. Watch Matlock. Do something with your life besides get out and blame climate change for the reason you're not performing. Jesus Christ. It's really climate change?
seriously. That's
No, it's because it's hot and you're 81 and it feels like you're dying by the time you're halfway through the first song. I get it. Jesus. You think Metallica would say, "No, we're not going to, we can't rock out because of climate change." Man,
Right.
get out of here with that crap, man. Get out of here with that shit.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll only if it's 65.
That's
or
right.
below.
Only at the right temperatures, though. Yeah, because all these concerts are getting swept away in storms. That's I hated it when we lost Metallica due to a tornado.
Right.
Remember that, everybody, when the Foo Fighters got flooded and drowned in the river?
I just love how they do. Like they cited everything like this is all new stuff to
Yeah.
happen. Like
No.
we've never had tornadoes or floods.
No,
or,
that's
you
never
know,
happened in the history
never.
of the world.
Come on now, this is all.
No,
These are trying
you
times,
remember
man.
when we lost Def Leppard, they all died due to extreme heat right there on the stage.
Right.
They just all died
They
right
just
there.
Passed out, man.
You remember that's what caused Rick Allen's arm to fall off. It was
Right.
climate change. These guys, man, come on, man. Climate change. Are you kidding me,
Go
man?
watch Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, exactly. That's the fortune you need to be watching. But let's talk about something that is actually rock and roll. That's tattoos. It is National Tattoo Day. If you didn't know, Rich, you have tattoos?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know you do, and I've got a little link myself
Yeah.
over there. Yeah. Tattooing is the art, of course, of inserting pigment under the layer of skin to create a decorative, symbolic design. It's National Tattoo Day, so you set aside time to learn more about tattooing and its importance in history. Now, if you don't have a tattoo, you likely know someone who does, and if you've asked them how they knew at the time when they were getting inked, whether they would still want that design on their skin years or decades later, you may have just gotten a peculiar look instead of an explanation. There's kind of a connection between people who have tattoos, and it's something that if you don't have any, you probably don't get.
Yeah.
Because it's like a rite of passage with pain. You know what I mean? Once you're under the artist's needle, it's some people say it's kind of like a almost a religious experience, a spiritual experience of some kind. I don't know. When did you get your first tattoo, by the way?
18.
You were 18?
Yeah. That's the one on this arm.
Yeah. And how did that go, the first one?
I mean, it's fine. You know?
No, I mean,
It's just a
what
little-
was the experience? Didn't scare you? It wasn't too painful? You were
No, it didn't. Like everybody told me ahead of time, they're like, "Man, it was just kind of, it wasn't a bad experience. It wasn't anything super, memorable or anything either. It was
Yeah.
getting a tattoo.
Yeah, okay.
Sat there and went through the pain, and I bled a lot.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay, you're a bleeder?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah. Little Doggy said, I was on stage when Willie and BB King, came to Riverfront. It was 100 degrees. Willie wanted air conditioning blown on the outdoor stage. When BB walked on the stage, he looked confused, said, turn that stuff off. We like it hot, baby. You see, that is rock and roll right there. It's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Now this one I got in one sitting, and it took like 8 hours, and that one was
That one was tough?
by like hour 4. I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's some facts about tattoo types. Black work, that's where tattoo artists use black ink to achieve lighter tones for shading. Fine line, which is advances in technology have given tat artists the ability to use super slim lines, which creates better portrait tattoos. Got watercolor. It's pretty obvious what that is. You got new school. And then koi, which is it represents some of the Japanese style.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So what kind of tattoos, I mean, historically, are you a fan of other people? Do you like to see other people's ink work and
I
stuff?
mean, yeah, of course.
It is always cool to see because every tattoo has a story behind it.
Right.
You know? Now, some people do have tattoos they regret. This one was a cover-up originally because when I got my first when I was 19,
Okay.
and I was activated for Desert Storm, and I was at Killeen, Texas at Fort Hood.
Okay.
And so before we were getting ready to go, I said, well, let me go get a tattoo. And I did the dumbest thing that people do, which is get a name put on there. And that did not work out well,
Right.
long term. So I had to get rid of that.
It never does.
No, it's almost a kiss of death to do that.
It is,
you know?
man.
I mean,
It's-
if you
yeah,
put your
there's
kids'
that-
names, that's fine.
That's different, but-
you put your mama on there, that's fine. But if you put a significant other,
It's a guarantee.
it's almost a death whistle, man.
Yep.
It's just a bad thing, man, all the way around. I always think about I want to get more tattoos until I start having work done, even updating my tattoo or adding some color or whatever. I'm like, God damn, this hurts, man.
I always think about wanting a new tattoo, and then I go to my bank account.
Yeah, no, it is not cheap. It is not. who did your ink? Do you know who did it still, or
A
just
tattoo
random,
artist.
just random artist?
Yeah.
So nobody knows that you know.
This one was done in Michigan. Like I said, when I turned 18, that was my crazy thing to do.
Right.
I always wanted an eyebrow piercing when I was younger.
Really?
And my parents would never, ever let me get it. They were like, no, you can't, piercings and blah, blah, blah.
That's
and
funny.
That's not allowed. So I was like, okay, I'll go get a tattoo because, that made sense.
With a lot of irony, actually. I remember that I wanted to get my ear pierced.
Yeah.
And my dad was absolutely aggressively opposed to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It was absolutely not going to happen.
Yeah.
And we were sitting at dinner. It's me, my two brothers, my mom, my dad. And he goes, I was talking about one. He goes, let me tell you something. We're not going to have any blanks living in this house. It was
Yeah.
a slur
Right.
for gay people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yep.
what it was. Now, little did he know, even though I did end up getting my ear pierced, by the way, but he was worried about the wrong son.
Okay.
It was my youngest brother. You already had one in the house and didn't know it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so, and he didn't even have an earring.
Right, yeah. How'd that work out for you? Yeah.
So, me and my brother have laughed about that many times. But yeah, too late.
It's not the earring that does it.
No,
Yeah.
so I left home and got my ear pierced and just went on my own, went independent, at 16. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably should have stayed home, but anyway, it was fun. It was interesting to say the least. I remember, man, I was, when I first left at 16, I didn't have a place to go.
Yeah.
So I would couch surf at different people's places,
Okay.
And I worked with this guy. His name was Ricky. I don't remember his last name. I wish I did, because I'd love to talk to him. But he had I guess they were married. I guess it was his wife or fiance one. I found her to be quite attractive.
Okay.
And I don't remember what happened, but all I know is I was going to tell him something, and I opened the door to the room, and they were both asleep. But I guess she slept in the nude.
Oh.
And, man, the cans were out, and I stood there in the door for a second, and then I left. I was like, sell those. Yeah. And listen, 16 seeing boobies is a great thing.
Right, man.
It was a very exciting moment every time.
Paid off later on with your, best friend's mom or something like that?
Don't even bring that. We're not bringing that up, man. Bring that up. That was one of the places I ended up living. That's how it happened, man. I didn't have nowhere to go. So I ended up there. That's fact right there. I'm not proud of that, man. Not proud of that, bro. Why you bring that up, man? I don't know why you do that to me, man.
Because it's so much fun.
All right, let's talk about this, because this is one of those weird things that happen that you just don't, you never think about it, man. First of all, going out of the country to get any kind of procedure done, I feel like is sketchy.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous. I know they're cheaper. There's a reason they're cheaper, probably.
I mean, so are she sheds in your backyard,
Yeah. A balding man was shocked, he says, when his head blew up like a balloon after a hair transplant in Turkey because he flouted a no-sex rule.
What?
Yeah. Reuben Owens' swollen face looked like he'd been stung by 100 bees. Took a week to return to normal after he ignored the surgeon's advice to avoid sex for about a week after the procedure. He thought at first he had an STD. That's not good. But he quickly realized the facial bloating was due to the hair transplant after being warned that increased heart rate and blood pressure could reopen healing incisions, and sweating can irritate it. There, look at his face all swole up like in that movie Hitch.
Right.
Yeah. He said, I woke up, my head's blown up like a balloon, face puffed, scalp tight, looked like I'd been stung by 100 bees. No joke, I thought I'd caught something. I was actually Googling symptoms. Turns out it was my own fault for going too hard too soon. Definitely learned my lesson the weird way. The left-hand side was bigger than anything, to the point it didn't even look like I had been punched. It genuinely looked like my face was going to explode. Look at that.
Yeah, that's rough.
That is rough. Yes, who would have thought that getting a hair transplant,
Right.
that you got to lay it out for a week and not do anything, you know? But I guess he was excited and confident with his new hair.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey man, I'm ready to go try it out. Let's go ahead and tug on it some."
Have you ever considered doing that?
No,
No.
no.
I went one time when I was in my 20s because that's when I started balding back here.
Yeah.
When I was about 24.
No, me too. Yeah.
So I was probably about 28, 29, and I went and talked to him. And first of all, it didn't look that great back then. It wasn't nearly as good.
Yeah,
as
I
it
remember
is
it used to
now.
look like kind of like a Cabbage Patch doll with like little, patches of hair popping out of your head, and I was like, I'm never gonna do that.
The way it worked in this one is they like install a fastener in your head, and it fastens to it, and then you have to go to their barber, because if you go to a regular barber,
They can't.
they may not know, allegedly,
Right.
how to cut it. But even at that time, and that was 30 years ago, no, 20 years ago, but those barber visits were $60 a pop then. They're probably
Yeah.
$100 a pop now.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I was like, yeah, it's hard to believe that, all the people I would want me to see with hair would know the truth. It's like, I'm not just going to get hair. If I'm going to do it, I want Bon Jovi circa 1987.
yeah.
I want to look like Matt Wildside with that kind of hair, just stupid hair, like an 80s rock band. And if you leave bald and come back with that hair, people are like, player.
Yeah, come on, man. We all know what happened.
The other thing too is sometimes it looks like that the hairline sits a little far back on those,
Yeah.
and I don't like that either. Give you the 5 head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
already, you don't need the 6 head, is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly right. No, but that is a kind of wild, to be honest with you.
I just honestly when I was younger, obviously I had hair, and I don't know, it was just like when I shaved it and it went away, everybody was kind of like, that's not actually a bad look.
No, I
And
mean,
then
if
I
you're,
just
if you're
rolled with it.
manufacturing meth underneath a car wash, it looks great. Sorry, it's a Breaking Bad reference there.
right.
You picked it up, though, didn't you? Said, OMG, they're taking advantage of people with those prices. Yeah, no, they were. They were absolutely. And that's like, not only do I have to spend however many thousands of dollars it was to do it, and it was many thousands of dollars, but you could only get hair there. Tactical Turkey said, I might get some hair tatted on. I've seen people doing that.
That's another thing that
I don't really,
no,
it's not for me, but hey, if that's what you want to do,
Look,
but nobody's fooled by that.
just rock the bald and be proud.
Yeah, just be what it is.
Just
Yeah,
rock it.
bald is everybody's kind of down with it these days. Though.
I mean, it's really like, it
mean,
seems like it's coming into being more of a thing now.
well,
so.
I think in about over the past 10 years, it really has. I think Michael Jordan kind of really made it popular for a lot of people, and then it just kind of expanded from there.
Yeah. Here you go. There's an old picture for you.
That's you with hair?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
No, it's a good thing. You look better.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
See?
It's better. You looked real pedo right there.
Oh, thanks, man.
That was wrong. I apologize
That
for
was.
that. That was terrible. A new Reddit post. Speaking of being bald, losing hair, things like that. A new Reddit post says, what are you starting to love more as you get older? From gray hair to wrinkles, the downside of aging gets a lot of attention, but not all bad. The thread is reminding people of the positive parts about getting up there in years. So what are you starting to love more as you get older? All right. More than, thousands of responses, but
Naps.
here are some of them. Naps, that's not wrong. You're not wrong. When you get up at this time of morning, nap used to be a 4-letter word to me.
Yeah.
Growing up, like nap, because my mom took a nap every day, and I was like, "You're old." Now, understand, she took a nap from the time she was in her 20s every day.
Right.
It's just what she did, and so I was nap opposed until you start getting up about 4 o'clock in the morning, and all of a sudden, sometimes a nap about midday is delicious.
Right.
So things that people like more that they've gotten older. Silence and people canceling plans.
Oh, yeah.
That's foreplay now. Yeah, now I get that. Being at home, being in bed by 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, depending.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's those days where, like, you lay down and you're like, oh, thank God, it's fine.
Right.
But, I mean, you know, if something was off and popping, I'd rather be out of that.
I'd rather be out, too. Yeah, you're right about that. Not giving a shit what people think is an incredible feeling.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that is one of the better ones. As you get older, you can less and less care
Right.
what people think, because you know you're on the short side.
Right. I mean,
You're like, what do I care at this point?
Right.
I'm cruising.
It is
to
what
the
it
end.
is.
Yeah, I'm
Like-
cruising to the end. What do I care what you
Right.
think? Yeah, no, suck a dick. Sorry, that's wrong. I apologize. My parents. The older you get, the shorter time you have with them. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Let's see, what does it say? Vegetables. God, what I've been missing out with Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cauliflower. They're so good. I do like broccoli. Brussels sprouts and cauliflower I'm out on.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of either of those?
No. Cauliflower, definitely not.
No, Brussels sprouts?
No. Broccoli, I'll rock. But
Yeah, broccoli's great. Brussels sprouts they're weird.
Yeah.
They have a weird alien texture, and then they get squishy in your mouth, and I don't like that. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
No, I
Maybe
don't.
at this point, you'd be used to things getting squishy in your.
Not feeling obliged to go to social events. It's easier for me to say no. Yeah, no, that's fine. That I choose comfort over brand. My feet are only just recovering from wearing fashionable trainers. Bloody toes are like burnt sausages. That is funny. Tyler was making fun of me for my Dr. Scholl's in my shoes.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, you get your Dr. Scholl's there?" I said, "Maybe you should get some.
Hey, man.
Your feet won't be hurting like mine by the time you're my age if you do
Right.
it now, instead of running around on those young feet like a boss."
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. One of the greatest, I don't know, eye-opening things for me back when I was a FedEx ground driver.
Yeah.
And at that time, I was married. So my wife talked me into my wife at that point talked me into going and getting a pedicure done.
Oh
And
yeah.
she was like, it'll make because every day you come home, you're always just limping and walking, and because you're hopping in and out of a truck all day.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the single greatest experience of my life after that.
Man, that's I'm not gonna lie. That my wife also talked me into doing that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know, man, if I want to mess with that, and it is awesome. It's embarrassing as
It
a
is.
guy.
I mean, it is a little bit because we're just.
Most of us roll up in there never having done anything other than put some clippers on it from time to time. So
Right.
they're hideous. They're discolored. They've got, random growths on them that aren't right. They might be curving down like a talon. Who knows?
Right.
And then you got to put these feet in front of this lady in front of you and have her look at you.
But luckily, you can't understand what.
No, normally not. That is true.
You can't, understand this stuff.
Toss your Brussels sprouts in olive oil and put in the air fryer with a few pieces of bacon, salt, and pepper, little doggy says. Yeah, no. How about if I just take the bacon?
That's what I was just about to say.
And you take the Brussels sprouts, I'll just eat the bacon. Dr. Scholl's are lifesavers. You're right,
Yep.
Tasha. I mean, I'm on my feet all day. I mean, I'm out walking around, going to houses, things like that. And you get out walking around on concrete all day and it'll beat your feet up.
Would you say the idea of convenience has become more important to you as you've gotten older? So not necessarily, I don't know, just, more convenience. Like if it's something that's going to make it easier for you to do something.
Yeah, no, things that help make life easier. Yeah. I think less about convenience for me and more about efficiency.
Yeah, that'd be a good
to
way
be
to
honest,
put it. Yeah.
because younger me would take 3 days to do something that should take an hour just because I didn't want to ask somebody else to do it.
Right.
My pride said I got to figure this out. I got to do it.
Like changing a
a
starter.
Yeah. Very similar. It's a metaphor for life for me, and it reminded me again of why I should not just do things arbitrarily.
Right.
So yes, efficiency sometimes can be worth the extra investment.
Yeah.
Not having my feet feel like they were beat with a baseball bat. Yeah, Dr. Scholl's works for me. I'm fine with that,
So does that also tie into like, is there anything that you changed your stance on? Like when you were younger, you were really dug in.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
this is the way it's gonna
That's
be.
a great question.
And then you got older, and you're like, yeah, I was a dumbass.
Well, yeah, there are some things like that. Yeah. Yeah, there are some things where I was a dumbass, but there are some things that just over time have changed, which, like, for example, and I'm not trying to get down a dark road here, but when I was much younger, till I was probably in my, mid-late 30s, I was always someone who thought the death penalty was pretty good. I'm not a fan of it anymore.
Okay.
Not because I don't think some people might deserve it.
Right.
They probably do. But because of the sheer volume of people who have been overturned convictions due to DNA,
Right.
until we're past the point of everyone in prison not being possibly innocent,
Right.
I'm not a fan of the death penalty.
Okay.
So that I just it's it's a no for me.
Yeah.
I'd rather you just be stuck in that cell.
Just do your time. Yeah.
I mean it's probably look. I would welcome death if I were stuck in prison for life. I mean, like, please bring me sweet death.
I mean,
I don't want to stay there 1 hour a day in the yard.
You
now,
say that,
depending on what you're in for. But if you're in for death penalty, you ain't mixing with the regulars.
I mean, given like, okay, of course, I would never ever want to be in prison for anything
Right.
like that, obviously. But on the flip side of that, like, I don't know, from what I hear about prisons nowadays, it don't seem like all that bad. 3 squares a day, get TV, internet, whatever.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they get that in the
I don't know. Yeah, if they get that in the.
I'm not sure. That it's different when you're on death row, but I don't know how much different it is.
Right.
But yeah, no, that changed. When I was super young, early on, as you might have inferred from my dad, he had some very strong beliefs that I don't agree with.
Right.
But early on, when I was super young, I felt a type of way about people being gay because, that's what I had been told. It was not, right. Later, as I grew up, I realized you're an idiot. How is that any different than anything else? So why do you care? It used to be, I was probably more passionate or convicted on things that now I'm way different on.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of us evolve as we grow like that.
I mean, I think so, yeah. Because I would even say, like, my big thing, especially when I was younger and, like, just really starting to enter the workforce, I wanted to be, seen, especially by the managers and move up. So, I'd always take the extra shifts and be the yes guy. And, hey, whatever you need. And then as I got older and went through, different jobs and tried to do that, and then, somebody else would get promoted over me or whatever, and get passed up. And then I realized I was like, shit, why don't I just sit back and do what I need to do to collect my check and work on something else that
Some people feel that way.
Right. Like, why put all that effort in to make your pocket bigger when I could just do it myself for me?
Yeah, and that can make sense.
Announcing. Yeah.
No, that can make sense depending on the job and what you're trying to do. There were other things, though, that along that line that, as you get older, you start to realize and go, yeah, I don't feel that way anymore.
Right.
So one of them would be when I was younger, of course, I didn't have a good example of what a healthy relationship looked like for a couple.
Right.
So I thought that arguing was just a normal course of action regularly for couples. I just figured that's what everybody did. Right. Because that's all my parents did.
I got you.
Over time,
that's what
I
love
realized.
looked like to you, yeah.
Unfortunately, that was, you stay with them no matter what.
Right.
Right. Now, I feel very differently about that. Now, I feel like, look, we have to find a solution to communicate better, or we have to make a change because I don't want to live in a toxic environment.
Absolutely.
And that's,
you found peace after the,
Well, when you put peace as your highest value commodity, it will change perceptions and perspectives a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
I as my wife will say, I'd rather be alone than be unhappy in a relationship.
Right.
And
I feel that is like, people don't understand how much power that statement has. Like, really to choose yourself is a huge,
and that's what people fail to do. They fail to choose themselves, and people will justify and say, oh, well, we were staying together because of the kids. Well, if you really care about the kids, how about you go get help and become less toxic? Otherwise, that's one of the most...
And when I say choose yourself, that doesn't mean choose yourself because you go sleep with somebody else the next day.
No. When you say you choose the kids, that's typically it's a smokescreen.
Right.
There's other reasons.
There's unresolved issues.
Yeah. But if all you're doing is teaching them a false sense of what a relationship is.
Right.
So if their observation is that you don't talk to each other or you argue all the time, then this is what their perception of what their life may be like in the future.
Right.
That's how they're going to interact because they won't know another way to.
Right. Absolutely.
And so you're not helping your kids by staying together. You're actually doing them a disservice. They'd be better off to have two parents independent and happier and peaceful than they are to have two parents together who are asses to each other. And as a result, maybe it splashes onto them too.
Absolutely.
Because it's traumatic. Those things are traumatic for kids. I mean, they don't know what to do with that stuff. They love both of you most of the time.
Right.
And they don't want anybody to feel bad, So it really puts them in a quandary. And then parents will weaponize their kids, whether on purpose or not, which, and by that is they'll subtly try to recruit them to their side.
Right.
They need them to believe in them.
Yeah.
I'm the good parent, right?
Right.
And it just becomes a terrible situation. So I learned peace is the highest commodity you can have.
Amen.
Yeah, for sure. Brandon said lots of butt stuff in prison. Well, I don't know if you're on death row. I think you're in a cell by yourself. If butt stuff's happening, you're doing it by yourself. So, let's see. So true. I hate hearing, but we have kids together. It doesn't matter. They deserve to see both parents truly happy and in love. They at least deserve to see you at peace. That's what. Forget the love part. I mean, it'd be great if you find love, but peace is what matters. The other thing too, I struggle with parents sometimes who are single parents and dating is don't bring someone around your kids until you damn well know.
Right.
Until you damn well know. Don't do it.
Right.
Because it's very, very difficult and confusing. And kids will immediately latch on to other people.
Oh, yeah. And then they
because there's something missing in their life already.
Right.
If you're single, there's a parent not there all the time. So that force, they'll gravitate towards it. And if it's the wrong force, it's a bad call.
Yep.
Or if you got people coming and going and it's never working out, again, you're teaching them the wrong thing.
Right.
Brad, I have to have something a little tougher than a running or tennis. Oh, okay. They're talking about shoes here now. Yeah. No.
Another thing too,
Yeah.
on that note, from a single parent perspective or whatever.
Okay.
I don't know how to put it, but because you're a single parent, discussing adult business with your child, in the same room or in vicinity of you or whatever, a lot of time, man, you're talking business or whatever, and they pick up that lingo and then they start talking it, and I'm like, you don't need to be having these.
They don't even know the context.
Right.
So it's, no, you're right.
Right.
And different parents, like I said, are different. I was very funny about, even though, and it wasn't until Noah was 16, but when I did start to smoke again, the left-handed kind of cigarette, my kids didn't know.
Right.
It wasn't like we were puffing together or anything, because I didn't want them to know.
Right.
I didn't want to influence them in that way.
Right.
At all. So I never did. Now every once in a while I might have a drink around my kids. But not. I'm just not much of a drinker. So maybe at a holiday event or something, I might drink, and they would always find it funny if I got a little tipsy.
Right.
But I never was one to. I just don't think it's a good idea to, put all your vices in front of them.
Right.
But we're very self-oriented and we forget about it.
Yeah.
We're a little negligent in that way at times.
Absolutely.
All of us as parents, you forget the impression that you're making.
Right.
And look, there's a truth to.
You forget what eyes are watching you.
When you and your spouse get into a disagreement the next time, look at your dog. I'm not kidding. Look at your dog.
Yeah.
Your dog reacts to it. literally.
Yeah.
And if you think your dog's reacting, how do you think your kids react?
Right.
And that's a fact, so don't do that. Says your child doesn't need to know about your bills or how you feel about their other parent. Both
Absolutely
true.
agree.
Look, I'll tell you this. My oldest son and me and his mom split up before he was in kindergarten. And I can be honest, my son knows this, that I don't like her.
Right.
There's a reason we got divorced. She don't like me, right? I don't like her at all. But Laura and I, we got together. I said, listen, I don't ever want to say anything negative about his mother to him or around him.
Right.
Not because I didn't think she was a stone cold bitch.
Right.
I did. I did.
But you don't
I still
need
do. But I didn't. To him, his mother is very important.
Right.
And she serves a very important purpose in his life.
Right.
So for me to mealy mouth and constantly undercut her is not a disservice to her, it's a disservice to him.
100%.
And so, we made an agreement, and I told Lord, because there were many times that we may have disagreed vehemently with something his mom did.
Right.
And she was like, we should talk to Noah. And no. He will come to find out. I know that we're taking heat right now. We're taking the blame. But when he gets older, he's going to understand the decision that I made, and it's going to mean something to him. And it does. It did.
Yep.
Because he knows I never did that. Never.
Right.
Because it just seemed like a bad idea.
Right.
Don't put your shit on your kids, all right, so let's talk about, let's say that you are having a tough time, or maybe you're very much in love. This is a really interesting study that came out.
Okay.
Nearly half of Americans, 43%, okay, would leave their romantic partner for $1 million.
Wow.
Now, 40% would take $33 million, even if it meant financially ruining someone else.
Wow.
Most Americans plan to be practical if they got suddenly wealthy. 57% would buy a house, 84% donate to charity, and 38% would spend slowly rather than splurge. Would you, when you were married, have left your wife for $1 million?
No.
No. 33 million.
Not when I was married.
Yeah, 33 million.
Now,
Well, yeah,
looking back on
hindsight-
it, but yeah.
yeah, I'd be rich.
Right.
But no, I thought about it as soon as I read it. I was like, so if someone came up to me today and said, I'll give you $1 million right now, cash, no taxes, just your money, to leave to divorce your wife.
Karma's still a bitch.
I'd be like, nah, I can't do it.
Right.
Yeah, and that's exactly why. Not because, because number one, I love my wife, but number two is, even if I didn't, I feel like, something's going to get me.
come back and bite you.
Yeah, that's going to get me.
Yeah. It might not be, in the way you think, but it'll equally be, yeah.
Listen, Tasha Mack said, so true. When my daughter was younger, we fought really badly, and I had a bad temper and threw shit and really traumatized her. I found out later on while in family therapy. Yeah, no, that's exactly right. And it's not an uncommon thing, Tasha. A lot of people deal with, when you do get angry, it's how do you process it? How
Right.
can you do it in a healthy way? And sometimes when you're under a lot of duress and, especially if you've been arguing for a protracted period of time,
Right.
maybe there's a serious issue going on and this argument has labored for weeks or months even, so you get raw.
Right.
And so instead of being patient, as soon as somebody says something, boom,
Right.
it's on. So yeah, I think that's a lot of people. Wendy said I should have taken the $1 million. In hindsight, lots of people feel that way. Probably about 50% of the population.
Now, yeah, if you would have caught me at like the altar and been like, hey,
No,
not even there.
At the altar? No,
Yeah.
no.
Right before you say, all right, you can say I do, or you can have door number 2, Patrick. Which one do you want?
Well, there was one of them I might have done that with. There was one. There was one. If you caught me right before and said, "Hey, I got this briefcase," I might have slipped off with the briefcase.
I think they should start doing that for all weddings right now.
That is a great way, great
Man,
bellwether.
before you say I do, you can either have this or you can find out what your
Turn
prize
it into,
is.
yeah,
right.
this would be great. No, I think that's
Could be somewhere between
you
a
can really
million
find out what someone's skin in the game is.
Just think, man, divorce rates would plummet.
They probably would. Because anyone who was just half-assed thinking, nah, I don't know, really, would be like, yeah, I'll take that million.
Right?
I'd take the money and then get back with my spouse after I have the cash.
I think that should be a requirement from now on.
Yeah, no, I think it's a brilliant idea. I think, people get married oftentimes. It's the pageantry.
Right.
It's the culmination of these fantasies that you have from the time you're a kid of what perfection's going to look like.
Right.
And you ignore every red flag on the way because you're looking to get to that place that you think you're supposed to be at, but most of the time it's not the case.
Right.
It's not the case at all.
It's like I always have kind of had a running joke of saying, back when I was in a relationship, I'd see like a million red flags and be like, but I love her.
Right.
And now I'm like, man,
only,
I hate the way this person types.
No,
like,
people they'll do things like this, but you don't understand.
Right.
It's what happened before that made him this way. Now that he's in a healthy relationship, those things will change. No, they won't. No, they're not going to change. They're not. They're not changing. Tactical said, no amount of money would get me to even question it. I'm nothing without her.
Aww.
No, I feel you on that, dog. There's not a dollar amount you could put in front of me that would have me to leave my wife. Just not.
No, I agree.
No, not at all. Nearly half of Americans, though, would enter a real-life version of Squid Game for a shot at $33 million, despite the high level of death rate. So $33 million would be enough for people to risk their life in a large way. Americans are surprisingly willing, it's not surprisingly, willing to sell their dignity for small amounts. 81% would embarrass themselves on live TV or social media for $33 million.
Oh, for sure. Sign me up.
Yeah, no, I'll do that.
I do it for you free every day.
I know that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Nearly half would make the same humiliating deal for $1 million. But yeah, you're just embarrassing yourself on TV or social media. Who cares? But here's where it says truly shocking. 13% of Americans would publicly embarrass themselves for $5,000 or less. 4% would do it for $500. Those 4% are the ones that get hooked up with on the club.
All right.
Midnight, 2 a.m. For $1 million, Americans also willing to sacrifice their most important relationship. Beyond abandoning romantic partners, 41% said they'd swear off sex entirely for $1 million. 53% would give up technology and live off the grid. 15% would frame a friend for a crime they didn't commit.
Wow, man. Y'all some backstabbing.
I could see the live off the grid thing. I don't believe 59% would give up tech and live off the grid for $1 million because $1 million won't get you there.
Well, for how long?
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's not going to get you to the end.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
Right.
And it sounds like a lot until you need it for the rest of your life.
Right.
I don't know about 41% would swear off sex entirely. Really? I mean, are there that many people just don't care about it at all? I don't know. Seems like a high number to me. But maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. I mean, I still continue to enjoy it quite a bit. I'll be honest with you. I would never frame a friend for a crime they didn't commit for any amount of money.
Yeah, no.
That's the worst. That's right. That's above snitching as far as how
Right?
bad it is. Yeah. Despite their willingness to compromise on almost everything, Americans do have some limits. For 10%, the inability to tell or show anyone about their windfall would be enough to reject the money. So in other words, if you won the money,
But you can't
tell anybody, they're like, I don't want it then. Really? I do. I'll take their money.
All right.
21% value their social media access more than $1 million. Nope. Family dynamics complicated. More than half would reject $1 million if their parents controlled the money. 38% would hesitate if accepting meant their enemy would also profit. I don't care.
Right.
Why would I care?
I just got $1 million.
If you did get $1 million, let's say you won the lottery, yes,
Right.
today or whatever, and got $1 million, what's the first thing you'd do with it?
Buy a big piece of property.
Yeah, I assume with the house maybe on it or something.
Probably a few houses.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, like what I've always said is if I ever got lucky enough to win like the Mega Millions or the, whatever, Powerball or whatever, like I would buy a huge piece of property, like lots of acres, probably maybe 4 to 6 houses for some of my closest like family member, friends. Have like a little pool in the middle of everybody's house, with sidewalks that can kind of meet up in the middle.
Community of people you dig.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And, that I trust with my kiddo that I can be like, hey, go knock on Uncle Patrick's door or something, whatever.
Can you please read the last comment out loud?
No.
I'll do it. Turkey said, I just tried to sign Rich up for a gay dating site as a prank, but it says his email's already in use. That's strong as bear's breath right there. I'm going to be honest with you. All right.
How long it take your chat GPT to come up with that one?
Hey-oh. Nice job here.
Yeah, right.
Give you a little of that.
All right.
So let's take one more break and we'll come back. I've got a couple things that you're really going to like, so don't go anywhere. We'll be back here in just a second.
When I'm with you, everything gets hazy. You might imagine I'm a little bit crazy. It could be true that I'm not quite right, but you're rent-free in my head both day or night. The dam is broken, it's all flowing out. Maybe I've been spoken to, what could be your doubt? Baby, I don't wanna make you feel sus, and I know I probably am, but there's just something magical about us. I know you understand. I'm running so I don't miss the bus. You make me wanna be a better man. It's just so damn loud in this big spinning world. I just need you. I just need you, girl. I'm not proud, but I'm damn sure real. It's just how you're making me feel. I'm not weak, but my knees are shaking. It's how I tell my heart's not faking. Oh, baby, I don't wanna make you feel sus, and I know I probably am, but there's just something magical about us. I know you understand. I'm running so I don't miss the bus. You make me wanna be a better man. I'm never gonna stop giving you what I got. I never want you to feel a single raindrop. You'll never wonder if I'm gonna love you right, because I'm gonna be there every damn night. Oh, baby, I don't wanna make you feel sus, and I know I probably am, but there's just something magical about us. I know you understand. I'm running so I don't miss the bus. You make me wanna be a better man. You make me, you made me, you made me. Ooh. Wanna be a better man. Let's keep playing on. Underneath, thinking on what I heard, a question I'm trying to unwind. Digging through your words, how much truth will be mined? Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. The farther I walk in the wake of your words, the less I trust my compass. The more I stalk and take from things unheard, the less I trust my spyglass. It's so dark in here and I don't have a flashlight to illuminate my thoughts, to know which is right. Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. I hear the demons breaking in, the windows of my brain being busted. The doors are being kicked in, nothing in my head can be trusted. Paranoia is creeping in, a dirty fog that whispers. I'm hoping my demons don't win, picking at my mental blisters. I'm hoping my demons don't get wind.
Yeah, man.
Tactical says I use chat EBT.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's kind of funny, really, to be honest with you. So, technically, I guess this would be this.
Listen up now, I'll tell you a story. Without a doubt, it's kinda gory. It's the worst news you could ever hear. Things just like this make you fear.
Hold on. I just got sidetracked by a comment.
The comment, I was waiting, but you started, yeah.
Brandon said, I feel like some songs are played every day. We try not to duplicate them every day. Sometimes if I have a new one, I'll play it, for 3 or 4 days. But typically we alternate them quite a bit. Yeah. Which song do you think is being played too much, Brandon? We'll just get rid of it. How about that?
I think it is just randomly that we kind of, it's random that we pick out, but I think, I don't know. Maybe I need to go back through there and reorganize them some and
Maybe
make sure
so.
we have everything.
But Brad said Patrick should win a Grammy for Best Songwriter 2025.
Should, man.
That'd be funny. All right, so is this funny? Yeah, maybe, because if you ever wanted a clinical definition of F around and find out, this is it. This is the one, okay? Just tell me, would you even do this? I'm not superstitious at all. Like,
No?
zero.
You don't believe in
Nothing.
you take your broom with you to if you move a house, you take the same broom.
I don't give a shit about ladders, broken mirrors, none of that stuff. I don't care.
Interesting.
However, I wouldn't do this. A paranormal investigator who was leading a national tour of the haunted Annabelle doll suddenly died over the weekend.
Oh,
Now, you know the Annabelle doll from the Conjuring series,
Yeah.
right? I mean, everybody probably knows that by now. It's one of the biggest horror franchises in the history of horror franchises. On Tuesday, the New England Society for Psychic Research stopped. The New England Society for Psychic Research didn't predict this was going to happen. Nobody called it there. You couldn't have warned the guy. Announced the sudden death of 54-year-old Dan Rivera, the lead paranormal investigator and an Army veteran. His death occurred Sunday during his visit to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, where he was leading the Devils on the Run tour. As part of that, he and other members were bringing the haunted Annabelle doll across multiple states. That doll was popularized through the 2013 horror movie The Conjuring and its subsequent franchise. It was first bought in 1970 from a hobby store by a mom and given to her daughter, a nursing student. She was reported to have moved around on its own, leaving notes and psychic slashes on victims. It was subsequently given over to Ed and Lorraine Warren, who kept it in their occult museum in Monroe, Connecticut.
all right.
Rivera, who said that Lorraine Warren had mentored him, told participants at the Gettysburg place over the weekend about the precautions he had taken to protect them from the supposed haunting. What Lorraine would say to protect yourself is to close your eyes and envision yourself in a halo of white light. Really? Really? In a statement to the outlet, Francis Dutroux, the Adams County coroner, confirmed that Rivera's cause of death remains undetermined pending an autopsy. Firefighters, medical personnel responded to a call at Gettysburg Hotel for a report of CPR in progress. The coroner's office further added his death wasn't suspicious, that he was found alone in his hotel room. In a statement, they said his integrity, creativity, and generosity defined him. You know, they said all the good things you're supposed to say.
Right.
So, question is, would you have taken this very famously and allegedly haunted doll on a tour across the nation?
Yeah. No.
You would not have.
No.
I mean, you know, even if
I am superstitious. No.
even if you don't want to believe in curses, I mean, here's a guy who's 55 who worked with Ed and Lorraine Warren and who's now dead as a result of,
But
I mean, I don't know why, but I'm just saying.
I mean, come on, man. Like, imagine spending your whole life chasing ghosts just to become one because you ticked off a Raggedy Ann doll with beef.
A pissed off Raggedy Ann doll. I'd be pissed off too if I had yarn hair. Red yarn hair at that, you know? What's up, lovey dovey? Yeah, no, that's wild to me. I mean, that just seems so. I mean, what a coincidence! How ironic,
Right.
Yeah.
Wonder if he told her something like, "You can't scare me," and she was like, "Bet."
Yeah. I have to imagine that this will now reactivate the franchise. There's a new movie now. I have to imagine as soon as that dude died, somebody went, start writing. Start writing."
Yep. That's
Yeah,
money.
no, this is money right here. Absolutely. This is big time money. All right. Let's go through a few others since we've opened this door up. First of all, I'm sure that many of you out there are like to be healthy, and I think that's great. Good for you. A beloved Long Island orthopedic surgeon known for serenading patients with music between procedures died after he collapsed during a triathlon he competed in every year. A renowned surgeon, Peter Sultan, was 54. It's an annual event sponsored by the hospital, and apparently he died running.
Okay.
I guess he died doing what he loved, so to speak. But, I mean, look, all that triathlon business, and what happened? He died at 55.
I mean, yeah.
Come on, man. John Goodman's still alive, bro.
Right.
No matter the weight. He's finally lost it all. But I'm saying that guy should have been dead a long time ago.
And I kind of feel like, yeah, triathlon man. You know what? Dude from yesterday still has him beat.
Which one?
The bullet turban dude or whatever
Oh,
that was running
the
and got
turban
hit
torpedo?
by. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Come on. He even had his own moniker. Like,
Yeah, no, he did. I
he
mean,
did it better, man.
He did do it better, to be honest with you. All right, a couple more here that I've got that are pretty damn.
What's up, Dovey
compelling.
and Ronnie James? How y'all doing?
What's up, Ronnie James? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that I forgot. Yesterday was he was a marathon runner too. the guy, the turban.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was saying, man.
that's
Yeah, he
right,
did
I
it
forgot.
better. I
He
mean,
did do it better.
ooh,
All right.
you're a surgeon and died. This dude was the bullet. What was his nickname again?
The turban torpedo.
Yeah, turban torpedo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got hit by a car.
One person dead, more than a dozen injured in a lightning strike. You hear that, Andy? At an outdoor archery range in New Jersey. Emergency crews dispatched at 7 p.m. to Black Knight Bowbenders. According to the police, 61-year-old Bob Montgomery died from his injuries. He was identified as a member of the range. 14 others suffered injuries ranging from burns to nonspecific complaints of not feeling good. Police said the archery event was organized and attended by the members of the Cub Scout pack and several other people. The injured victims between the age of 7 and 64. So I'm guessing one got hit more directly,
Right.
and the others caught the ancillary lightning like Andy did. Because that's what kind of happened. He kind of caught the periphery of the lightning strike.
Yeah.
Versus the actual direct hit. That's wild.
God said bullseye.
All right. Now, this is definitely, at least for 1,600 guys, this was pretty bad here. A 38-year-old man in China has been arrested for disguising himself as a woman and luring over 1,600 men into sexual encounters, which he secretly recorded and distributed online.
Wow.
According to the report, police detained the suspect July 5th on charges of disseminating pornographic content. He had gained notoriety on social media under the alias Uncle Red, while the users referred to him as Sister Hong due to the name he used on his online profiles. Said he regularly wore heavy makeup, wigs, and long skirts, luring unsuspecting men to his private residence. Once there, he had hidden cameras installed, and he filmed everything, without their consent, of course. In some cases, he manipulated his voice to resemble that of a woman. The videos then uploaded to private groups online where users paid subscription fees for it. The suspect claimed to have filmed sex activity with more than 1,600. However, police think that could be somewhat exaggerated, but
Right.
still, I mean, you're out there, man, listen, if that happened to you, what do you...
See, you were talking about that, and I thought at first I was like, oh, and he recorded the reactions of like, and them being
Well,
like,
no.
oh, you're a dude, and like running out and getting all pissed off and everything.
No.
But no, like,
So, my only...
because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be like, what the? Yeah.
Well, my guess is, first of all, he's probably preying on guys who aren't that sharp, or maybe they're not
I guess. Yeah.
very experienced. Who knows what the case is?
Right.
I suspect it's also going to be dark, and he's going to guide them where he wants them to be, and they think they're in a certain place, but they're not. That's a death.
Yeah, that's a, yeah.
I'm going to be honest.
I'm
with
gonna-
you.
I'm gonna kill you,
I'd
yeah.
have to kill you.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Yep.
Today. No, you're definitely going to die. I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to die. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
that's the end of it. Yeah.
no, you're gonna
Yup.
die. There's no cops. There's no calling. nobody.
Yeah, no.
It's just me, you, and your death. A very bad death.
I'm gonna
for
take you on a little tour to go find a haunted Annabelle doll.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna show you something you've never seen. The other end of that thing.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're gonna see before you go. Yeah, bro. How's that for you? Now you're a lady. Now you're a real lady, aren't you, Pinocchio? Hell no, man.
Yeah, no, dude. No, that's
you'd either have to be drunk or a real sucker to fall for that, I think.
All right.
I mean, don't you?
I would think so. Like, you can't be that.
I mean, at some point, your hand's going to come in contact with what it ain't supposed to, and you're going to go, wait a minute.
Right. What is
Hold on,
this?
my brain
Yeah.
just short-circuited. I think I just felt a sausage and biscuits.
Yeah, dude.
Is that a sausage and biscuits there, sir? Ma'am?
Freak is going on? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to die now.
Yeah.
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 I'm not even going to announce it. You're just going to start dying.
You're done.
You're done. Matter of fact, this show is done. Have a great day, everybody.
Later, everybody. Hey,